What's up, guys? How you doing? Scotty XD here. XD Garage, new channel. First video. Awesome. This thing right here is my 1996 Chevy Camaro RS. Yes, it's a V6, but we're going to be making it fast, okay? We're not LT1 swapping it. We're not LS swapping it. We're going to make this thing fast, okay? And then, 5-speed. Whew. This is my 1989 Honda CRX, and this thing's got something special in it. It's also 5-speed. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Now, this is a brand new car channel. Check out my shop. I recently moved here probably about 2 months ago, and this is way more of a step up and, doing car work on the ground. So without further ado, let me show you what I got working here. All right, so this is what you would call a Frankenstein engine. I bought this car, did a trade on it. Let's just be right. I did a trade on it. I traded a, what was it? I think a 99 Ford Ranger 5-speed for this car, $800 and a bunch of aftermarket parts. So I got a good deal on this car. It did run and drive, had a blown head gasket, but this car has a B18 C1 out of a 95 Acura Integra Type R. And, yeah, she's kind of torn apart right now, working on her. A bunch of wiring mess. This whole car got chewed up by a groundhog, so bear with me. This is going to be the highlight of the video right here. So it seems that, that would be normal, right? This is, this lower end, I believe the owner of this car said it was a K24. So it's got a K24 lower, and then it's got a B18 C1 head on it, which is over here. And I've got to take this to the shop and get it milled. Smack it back on the car. And then we got this 96 RS Camaro. It's a 2-owner car. We'll just say 2. This thing has 167,000 original miles on it. You guys, this car has sat for, I want to say, 8+ years, and it hasn't been really driven. There's some clutch problems with this car. Mainly what's wrong with this car is the input bearing is grinding. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to do some transmission work. But it's going to be worth it, because we're going to do some fun stuff with this car. Twin turbos, posi rear end, much as I'm going to say. But you'll just have to stay tuned to see the rest. And then this is going to get turbocharged. This engine probably pushes, I want to say, close to 200 stock. He did put a stage 4 clutch in this. I'm not sure what brand. That's just what I was told. But I definitely felt some power in this car when I was driving it. So, anywho, I'll show you some stuff I got for it. Don't mind my workbench. Filthy. I got this Skunk 2. What is this? Intake thing, racing intake. It's pretty cool. And then I got me a turbo, because we got to have the boostuses. We got this 74mm throttle body from Skunk 2. And, crank pulley. These are Viper Fang cam gears. They're gold. Not real gold, painted, but they look cool. And I also wanted to show you guys this exhaust. This exhaust is, you know, of course it's got the, you know, aftermarket exhaust. You know, can't go wrong, you know. Thing's loud, stupid loud. I'll show you the inside. Definitely needs work. It's definitely a project car. Bear with me. Show you too much? Look down in here. Got all this wiring mess under here. Got to clean up. And I put in, you know, a toggle switch because I wanted to make it a race car. But now I want to make it a street car. And, you know, just has a bunch of wires hanging everywhere. But it does run. That's a plus. The Camaro, oh, it's a little more put together, believe it or not. Check it out. Haven't got the chance to clean it out after buying it, but not bad. Alright, now go ahead and pop this hood. Believe it or not, them shocks still work. They're original. Look at that. Nifty. Now let's bring you in here for a closer look, huh? Alright, so this is a, you know, 3800 Series 2, you know, probably one of the better engines that they put in the V6 Camaros. You know, not trying to argue with no one, but that 3400 is pretty junk. I've had a few and they didn't last long. So I thought about, my original plan with this car was to supercharge it. Because, you know, why not? Take a Buick supercharger, you know, take the top intake and swap it over and, you know, do a bunch of magics, add an extra pulley, extend the belt. Why do all that? Why? Why do something I don't know how to do? You know, turbo is self-explanatory. So, you know, we're not going to do all that yet. First, we got to get that transmission fixed, you know. This is, you know, eventually, you know, I want this car and that car on a track. So I got this radiator here for the CRX. You know, I put the dual fans on it because I thought, you know, it needs to be cooler. Because they had a single stage radiator, you know, the half of a radiator, and it wasn't going to cool it, you know. There's no way it was going to cool it. So, I bought a full size. I messed up, guys. I messed up. Because I got the plastic one. These things fail all the time. So, I can either A, throw this in, right, run it till it fails. Probably the plan. Or B, I could just go and get an aluminum one and really never have to change it. So, we'll decide when we get there. Check it out. I also got these. Oh, got my good old engine stand. When I pull the engine on this Camaro. Then, got my hoist right here. Pretty nice. Another thing I didn't show you guys on this Honda. This Honda altogether was a super great deal. So, show you this. Aftermarket rims, 17-inch. They say something, drag something, I don't know. They're probably expensive. I probably couldn't afford them even if I wanted to. So, we're not going to get into that. We'll just get down here and show you what's up under here. all built aluminum suspension on the front. All built aluminum suspension in the back. Adjustable coilovers. And you know, it's got those headers. You know, so if I decided not to go with, you know, the turbo setup and just decided to run this thing bone stock and just have it as a fun cruising car, I could do that. But then I'm at risk of, you know, upsetting the Honda fans. And we can't do that, okay? We have to turbo this car. We have to make it fast. And we got to put neon lights under it. Because why not? 90s, Fast and Furious, you know. Boom. Neon lights. So we're going to completely, like, Paul Walker this car. Know what I'm saying? We're going to make this car not only super mean, super fast, but this car is going to look good too. Oh boy. Yeah, it needs more work. So if you look up here on the roof, cracking along the top, not bad, but I believe they put a fiberglass top on this, so it is starting to go. So we're gonna have to fix that. Maybe we'll just throw a 10 on it, you know, put it the darkest it could go and forget about it. Besides that, that's a dent. Oh no, that's a dent too. Okay, I'm just gonna stop looking at the damage. Ooh, hood pins. Those are nice. Oh, don't mind the rust. Just wipe that off. Definitely warms my heart to see this car here in this garage, along with the Camaro. You know, who knows what the future holds? You know, who knows? We could just, you know, we could have like a bigger shop eventually. This is a start, and I hope you guys stick around, and I hope you are excited to watch my builds. I take a lot of pride in what I do, you know, so it's ain't a perfect channel, no, but it is definitely a channel worth watching. Who knows where we're gonna go? So basically, we're just gonna be working on these cars, and you know, it's not gonna be the same video every day. Obviously, we're gonna be working on the car. We might be working on the, you know, the car, and then the next day we might be working on the car. And then what are we gonna do the next day? Probably sweep the floors. You know, maybe just maybe I'll dust that ceiling fan up there. Let me show you guys the ceiling fan. Maybe I'll just go ahead and climb up there. Probably fall through the rafters. I don't know. I don't trust anything to hold me. So, ceiling fan is a little dusty, wouldn't you say? Oh, believe me, it works. It definitely helps you, you know, get out the exhaust fumes and the thing. Anyways, guys, besides working on the cars here, to be all serious and stuff, I might do some videos of me working on this garage, because as you can tell, it's not finished. I will be putting up new paneling. I'm gonna have a contractor come in. We're gonna redo all the wiring in here, because I'm not joking. I can plug in probably 2 heaters, a radio, and maybe 1 charger, and it blows the breaker. So it definitely needs a little updated. You know, can't even put a heater in here really. Let me show you what I got for my heater. This is my heater, and you know, it's probably a 1500 watt, maybe not even how. I don't even. But yeah, you know, you just turn it to high, and wait for that good old coil down there to heat up. And then she starts pumping out a little bit of heat, and you really gotta stand in front of it to even get any warmth. So, doesn't do anything. The biggest waste of $100. Yeah, that was the biggest waste of $100. I'm not even joking. I could have taken that $100 and I could have maybe bought a salamander or something off Facebook with a propane tank, and I could have had it nice and toasty in here. But yeah, thought ahead of myself, and I was like, you know what? That's probably bigger. The box was big. The box looks really big, There's the box. So when I seen it up on the shelf, I was like, man, that's probably a big heater. But no, it's not a big heater. It's cold in here. It is probably 50 degrees in here right now. And that's bearable. It's better than being outside. But when it's snowing outside and the weather's hammering down, it gets pretty chilly in here. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, guys, these cars are going to eventually race on a track, and we're going to see which car is better. The Camaro probably has give or take, maybe 200, maybe close to 200 horse. This Honda stock probably has maybe 160. I don't know. What are these? Do you guys know what these Hondas have stock? Because I know that this one is a little bit upgraded. This one's running about 200 as well. So if I race these cars right now, it would be a weight game. So the Camaro's definitely heavier than the Honda. So the Honda would probably definitely win. But would it win if the Camaro was twin turboed with a posi rear end? And, some other bells and whistles. And if this Honda was turboed, what do you guys think would happen? I really want to know, because I'm not too sure. I've driven both of these cars. And this car, this Honda right here, this Honda has a lot of pull. Like, it'll scoot. But this Camaro, it's not good right now. I'll be honest, it's not good right now. It's grinding real bad. But when I did get on it, it did pull pretty good. But we'll see. We'll see. Hey guys, that concludes today's video. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you like this video. And don't miss content, guys. We post videos every single Saturday. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Keep up on this build. Or should I say these builds. And, yeah. We're going to have a blast. And as always, guys, let's build it.